Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, we're going to be playing Marvel Champions once again. This time, after getting just stomped by Rhino last time, we've come back as Black Panther. I've reworked the deck. I chose one off of the Marvel Champions DB site. I'll put a deck list link in the description below. And once again, it's Rhino with the under attack modular loaded up. We are ready to go, so we can get started here. So it's the break-in once again. We kind of know the story by now, but he's trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. We must stop him. Okay, so let's start by drawing up a hand of 6 cards. So you got Panther Claws, Energy Daggers, a Wakanda Forever, another Wakanda Forever, Shuri, and a Genius. Okay, so that's going to be our opening hand here. As part of the setup here, we can search our deck for a Black Panther upgrade and add it to our hand. So I'm going to go and find not the Vibranium suit, but rather Tactical Genius. All right, just so we get some threat mitigation from the upgrade that we have in hand. Okay, so now let's shuffle that back up, and that's good enough. Now let's get going. Okay, so pick up our hand here, and we're just going to hang on, let me just make sure we don't have any cards here that, yeah, okay, we're going to flip over to Black Panther right away, and let's put in some upgrades. Let's put in the Panther Claws. I guess let's put it at the bottom row here. To pay for that, let's use this Genius card. Okay. Next thing is, so we got 2 more Panther upgrades. We also have Shuri, which should be all right, but let's instead, we can do this. You know what? I want to be a little bit more cautious this time around. So let's put the Tactical Genius. You know what? Let's save the Tactical Genius for next time, because there's 0 threat at all here. Okay, so we're going to spend these Wakanda Forever and a Shuri card to pay for putting Energy Daggers into play on our row here, and we're going to play a Wakanda for. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is okay. We're going to play a Wakanda Forever card, and I'm going to pay for it with this Tactical Genius card. And that will allow us to do both of our upgrades here. I'm going to do it in this order. Choose a player, deal 1 damage to the villain and to each minion, but there's no minions. So that's 1 damage plus 4 damage, because this will be the final step of our sequence. So he's down to 9 hit points, and then I'm going to attack for 2, 1 and 2. So he's down to 7. That resolves all of our cards. So we're going to ready up, and we're going to draw a hand of 5 cards. There's energy. So we got Ironheart, Energy, Energy Barrier, Ancestral Knowledge, and a Get Behind Me. Okay. So let's not forget the Get Behind Me, allowing me to, when a treachery card is revealed, cancel the 1 revealed effects and have the villain attack me instead. So I'll have to not forget that. Now we're going to go into the villain phase. Threat comes down to the main scheme. Rhino's going to attack. I'm going to take it head on. So he does a base of 2 plus 0. So he does 2 damage to Black Panther. Black Panther has Retaliate 1, so he is going to do a damage back at Rhino. And now an encounter card is going to come down. That encounter card is a Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. let's choose to take 2 damage. Now, this isn't an attack, so I can't retaliate against it. But, yeah, nevertheless, taking 2 damage there. And that's the end of the villain phase. So now we can get into the hero phase. I have Ironheart, which I'm going to play. There's an ally for me. I'm going to pay for her with an energy card. And as soon as Ironheart, after I play Ironheart from my hand, I get to draw a card, which I will do. There's an armored vest that I could equip if I wanted to. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to, I got to be a little strategic about this. How about I'm going to install a armored vest. I'm going to pay for it with this Get Behind Me card. And that increases my defense by 1. And I'm going to attack with Black Panther for 2. And that's going to destroy this Hydra Bomber. So he goes bye-bye. And now I'm going to thwart for 1 with Ironheart. She takes some damage, and I'll remove this threat from the main scheme. Now I'm going to flip over to T'Challa, and I'm going to play this Ancestral Knowledge card with this Energy Barrier. And this is an alter ego action. I can choose up to 3 different cards in my discard pile and shuffle them back into my deck. I'm going to put the Tactical Genius, and I think I'm just going to grab these 2 Wakanda Forever cards, and those will be the ones that I choose. So let's grab the deck here. Let's pop these in here. If I could just pick things up, that would be helpful. Like that, and then let's just shuffle it up a bit. And that will be my turn. Okay. All right, so that's shuffled up good. So let's put that there. Now we're going to ready up our cards. And that Ancestral Knowledge will go here. And we're going to draw a hand of 6. So we got a Vibranium, a Strength, an Endurance, Wakanda Forever, a Momentum Shift, and a Vibranium Suit. Okay, so we have a few upgrades here. Momentum Shift, heal 2 damage, and then deal 2 damage to an enemy. That's kind of handy. Endurance, increase my hit points by 3. So, wish I could play all of those next turn, but I know I can't do that. Alrighty, villain phase starts. Threat comes in the main scheme. Rhino's going to scheme for a base of 1 plus 0. So 1 additional threat comes on the main scheme. Now encounter card is going to come into play. It's the Enhanced Ivory Horn. This just buffs up Rhino by 1, an extra 1 for all of his attacks going forward. And that completes the villain phase already. So I'm at 7 health right now. I don't think I need to spend my action recovering. I mean, I could and go to full strength, full health, but I feel like it's early enough, and yeah, there'll be opportunity for me to gain health or increase my health as we go here. So I am flipped over to Black Panther now. I'm going to pay this Vibranium card to install a Vibranium Suit. So let's kind of arrange all of our Black Panther upgrades all in a row here. I can I need 3 fists. Three strength resources to get rid of that ivory horn. And you know what? I think I'm just going to do that, because if I don't do it now, which is a pretty good time to do it, I'm probably not going to do it later. And it's just, yeah, just taking all that extra damage all the time not my favorite thing to do. Now I'm going to actually spend this endurance card as a resource to play a Wakanda Forever. And what I can do now, I still don't have that the Black Panther upgrade that removes threat. So I gotta not forget that. Let's see here. I'm going to rearrange these in such a manner that they're in the order that I'm going to do them in. I'm going to deal 1 damage to the villain first off, so that goes 1. Then I'm going to move 1 damage from my hero to the villain, so I'm going to increase to 1 by 1 up to 8. Rhino goes down to 4. And now I can deal 2 damage, but 4 damage because this is the final step of the sequence. So that deals the last 4 damage on Rhino's part 1. So that completes that portion of it. Now we are on to the second phase of the boss battle here. So we are at 15 hit points. It says, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the break-in and take inside scheme. Put it into play. So let's see, where's the break-in and take inside scheme? There it is. Okay, and we can shuffle this up. And now we are 15 hit points away from a win. So let's see how that pans out for us here. Okay, so that's shuffled up. Breaking and Taken goes into play. It starts with 3 threat on it. Means we're going to be drawing extra encounter cards as we go. My hand is empty, but I still have a couple actions that I can do here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to thwart with both. Now this is the final hit point of Ironheart. So she is going to go into the discard pile. But between the 2 and the 1 thwarting, we get rid of the breaking and taken side scheme right away, which is fine by me. Okay, so now let's ready up here. That's the end of our turn. So we're going to draw up to our hand limit of 5. We've got a momentum shift, an energy barrier, Brother Voodoo, Vibranium, and finally a Quinn Carrier. Okay, so that's going to be what we're looking at for next turn. Villain phase starts. A threat comes down on the main scheme, so it's up to 3. Rhino's going to attack. I'm going to take it head on. So he does a base of 3 now. And 3 plus 2 is 5. So he does 5 hit points worth of damage to me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 hit points left. And he takes a damage in retaliation from Black Panther. And now we deal ourselves an encounter card. And when revealed, the villain schemes. He schemes for a base of 1 plus 1. So that's going to be an extra 2 threat. Let's just swap this out for a singular token of 5. So that's getting up there. So we're going to have to do something about that. Okay, now here we are. Do we have anything that can do threat well? Well, I see Brother Voodoo has a thwart of 2. So let's get him in play here. So by doing so, we can spend this Vibranium and 2 of our other remaining cards, which means we're not going to be able to do anything else this turn. So which of these would we maybe want to hang on to? I think I'm going to hang on to this momentum shift because we are a little bit low on health. So we'll save that for next turn. So I'm going to spend... what am I doing here? I guess we're playing Brother Voodoo. He costs 3, so we'll spend these 2 at first, but that is what I'm going to end up with in my hand here. Okay, after Brother Voodoo enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Okay, so there's a momentum shift. That's an upgrade. There's Vibranium. That's an upgrade. and that's a Wakanda Forever. So I could take the Wakanda Forever. I think I'm actually going to take the Momentum Shift and add it to my hand. That actually will give me something else I can do. So now it says, search the top five cards of your deck for an event card, add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So I'm going to shuffle these back in to the deck. So I still have a fair bit that I can use. Okay, shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Something like that. Okay, so now back to our regularly scheduled program. I am going to thwart for 2, which will take this down to 3. And Brother Voodoo takes 2 ticks of damage when he thwarts. So he's almost knocked out already. With Black Panther, I'm going to thwart. I'm going to thwart for 2. So that will take this down to a singular threat on the main scheme. And I think I should play a Momentum Shift with these 2 resources. And that will allow me to heal 2 damage from my hero and deal 2 damage to an enemy. So he goes down to 12. I'm up to 5 hit points. That's still a little bit too low for my liking. So I'm going to flip to Alter Ego mode. That goes in the discard. And now my hero and ally are going to ready themselves. And that's the end of my hero player phase. So I'm going to draw up to 6 for my hand limit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I got 2 Indomitables, 2 Wakanda Forevers, Tactical Genius, and Nova Ally. Okay, sir. Villain phase starts. 1 threat comes down. Villain schemes, base of 1 plus 2, 3. So that's going to mean 5 threat in total. So let's just swap that out for a singular token. An encounter card is going to come down now, and that is a Hydra Mercenary. He has guard. So while he's engaged, I cannot attack the main villain. So I will have to remove him from the board first before I can get too far ahead here. Now, what shall I do? I can maybe do a couple Wakanda Forevers and take off a bunch of health. There is Indomitables. Now Nova costs 4. He's got an attack of 2. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch to Black Panther. We're going to attack for 2 plus 1. So we're just going to do it all in one fell swoop here. That's 3 attack in total. Brother Voodoo gets discarded this way. And this Hydra Mercenary is going to go bye-bye. Yeah. Oh, no, he doesn't go there. He goes there. Okay, so now that the minion that had guard is out of the way, I'm going to... Now, this is at 5 threat. And if that comes to... well, 1 more is going to come down. But then if I get that treachery card where I have to scheme, then it's going to be a bad time. So Black Panther's exhausted. So I can do 1, 2, plus 4, 6. I think my math checks out here. I can take this. I can take care of this guy right now. So I'm going to spend an Indomitable to do Wakanda Forever. And first things first is I deal damage to the villain. 1. I move a damage from me to the villain. That goes up to 6. He goes down to 10. And now I do 4 damage to him. So that takes him down to 6 hit points. So that is him there. And there's no limit to me only doing 1 Wakanda Forever per turn. So I'm going to do another Wakanda Forever and rinse and repeat. So Wakanda Forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. down to 0. I even get an extra hit point because of that. Boom! Alrighty. Well, that went a little bit better than last time against Rhino. Yeah, and I'm not even sure that changing up the deck did too well. I guess some of the new cards in the deck did come into play here, so I had that going for me. I think the real test is going to be next game against Claw. He has been the thorn in my side as far as these this journey through the core set here. But on the other hand, I've already changed up my deck to one that I like a lot better than the one from the pre-constructed deck from the core set. So yeah, who knows what could happen. But yeah, well, I guess we'll find out next episode. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time. Cheers.